You want your life to move forward. You have some sense of where you want your life to go. And you don't want therapy because you've had therapy, but you'd like the benefit of a coach who has had a lot of therapy training. And you really are focused on going ahead with something. If you are interested in looking at your stuck places and how you get stuck and you want to learn how to unstick yourself, if you enjoy your own process, if you're curious about yourself. I really like working with people who are curious about themselves, and that's one of the things that I established early on, is a sense of curiosity instead of self-criticism and self-judgment. I became a coach because I have had a lot of experience as a psychotherapist, and I have been spending over 40 years diving deep with people, and I loved it. I love it. I really love doing it. And I am now, and as I get older, I really find that I'm more focused on helping people just kind of like move, just move. With coaching, it's more about where am I going, where, like seeing a goal, seeing a place where I want to be, and finding out how to drive there, how to get there, maps, and forward motion. And I enjoy when that comes up as a therapist. I enjoy when that comes up, but I always have to, as a therapist, look at the reflective parts in the past. And as a coach, it's more about the motion forward and going ahead. And I really like mentoring, coaching younger men, especially heartbreak. I'm an expert at heartbroken young men, and I've been through a lot of it myself. And the healing process, especially when you're in your 20s, if it's a first love, moving on, going ahead, going to the next thing is really difficult. And again, having a map about, and having some understanding about the process of grieving and then moving on and planning about what to do next. So I think that as an older gay man, I have a lot to teach younger gay men about how to do that without getting stuck. When you fell in love, you reinvented yourself and you became part of a couple, and now your sense of identity and who you are has changed because you've broken up, and now you're in crumbles, and there's really a great opportunity to reassemble yourself. And to look at, all right, well, how do I want to do this next? How do I want to do this differently the next time? And when I work with people, when I coach people about relationships, I really like to help them to think of what just happened in the breakup as, okay, what can I learn about what I don't want? This is a really good lesson in what I don't want. I don't want this. And then what do I want? I have a lot of life experience, and I have a lot of funny stories and tragic stories and great stories. I'm not going to bore you with them as my client, but I am going to use them. And I like to use stories from my own life and from people who are close to me to help normalize what you might be going through, and also the stuckness that most people feel. I mean, most people feel stuck about going toward something. Either they want to do something more, or they want to stop doing something that they're doing too much of. And I call my business Go Ahead Coaching, and I call myself the Go Ahead Coach. Go ahead. Go ahead and do that. And or go ahead and contain something that you've been doing too much of. And so that's what I'm about, and that's what my coaching business is about. I needed something different. I needed a fresh perspective. I needed somebody who would, kick me in the butt sometimes, and sometimes challenge me on my perceptions, but then help me generate as many other perceptions of how I could look at this. That's why I hired a coach. What I got out of being coached was just a feeling that somebody was there, and I could, have some homework, do the homework, or not do the homework and suffer the consequences of not having done the homework, which never were terrible, but it was always, well, it's interesting that I didn't do the homework. But it's just like having a coach in sports. It's like somebody in my corner, somebody who knows something about strategy and is really focused on strategy. That's why I liked coaching, and that's how it helped me. I feel like being a coach is professionally a more freeing experience than being a therapist. And from my coaches, I could see how much he was enjoying what he was doing and how mobile he is. And it really influenced me, and I thought, wow, I could do this. And it looks like fun. I really think that non-gay people have something really to gain from having a gay coach. I'm very popular for some reason with teenage girls. Teenage girls like me. I'm not a threat. I'm not going to come on to them. I'm not their dad. I'm not like their dad. And I know about boys. And so I really feel like coaching teenage girls I love it. It's passionate. They're great. They're sweet. They change. They're easy to work with. And also couples. I like working with couples. I like working with straight couples. And so I have not limited myself to working with gay men, although I have a ton of experience working with gay men as a therapist. I really want to open my go-ahead coaching practice to everybody.